Very few things mark the passage of time like flora and fauna. Here in New Chelmsford traditional territory, the first peoples used to mark the beginning of their growing season when black-tailed deer would shed their antlers in February and March. They hypothesized that the deer would only shed their antlers when the new growth vegetation started to appear, as the caloric intake required to fuel that antler growth is substantial.
To me, that's just the land's way of telling us that it's ready for us to begin gardening season.
Hello, and welcome to the Wham Provides, where the food from plants and animals keeps us satisfied. We can grow it, find it, or catch it for dinner. Come and learn how to get it from a pro to beginner.
Gardening is tranquility. It's introduced a level of peace and calm into my life that I didn't know was possible when I lived in the city. The garden has quickly become a space for me to decompress, so before we pop back into the conversion project, let's ground ourselves with a couple minutes of chill.
Well, it's June 8th now, and the garden is absolutely popping off. We've got lettuce, spinach, onions, radishes, arugula, carrots, beets, sick beets actually, and I mean quite literally because they look sickly. But honestly, I still couldn't be any more stoked. Yeah, this one's for all the haters who said my plants were too short and would never make the basketball team. Okay, nobody said that. Maybe I'm projecting a little. All right, so it's been a little while since I've done a tour of the garden, so let's go check out some stuff that we've been working on. So over here we have these rows behind me. I got like parsnips, I got carrots, I got celery, cilantro, Swiss chard, spinach, arugula, beets, radishes, kale, cabbage, tomatoes, broccoli and cauliflower, turnips, beets, potatoes, mint, dill, basil, lettuce, oregano, thyme, blueberries, strawberries, more blueberries, blueberries, strawberries, huckleberries, josta berries, Chilean guava, some more onions, some more beets. We got this. This is one single lettuce. Look at the size of this thing. My Lord. Parsley. Oh, look at that. The cauliflower's coming in today. Let's take a look at that. Oh, you thought it was over? Silly you. Watermelon, cucumber, squash, butternut, edamame beans, peppers, more tomatoes, bok choy. We got this, which some of you may recognize. One of the healthiest looking garlic plants I've ever created. Well, I didn't create this. Bush beans, peas. Let's get a nice juicy one. Yeah, juicy.
I was freaking stoked. Months of hard work getting this place up and ready to produce food were starting to come to fruition. Pun very much intended. And I finally got to fly the drone for the after photo. What felt like very small incremental changes actually amounted to be quite the transformation.
By far the biggest transformation this winter and spring has been the soil. When we moved in, the ground was pretty compact and had really bad drainage, so I had to manually till it and sift through each of my growing areas. Hours turned to days, and days turned to weeks, and weeks turned to months. I vastly underestimated how much time soil rehabilitation would take. In order to improve the drainage and reintroduce some nutrients, I added 2 yards of horse manure compost to the cobblestone garden and 2 yards of fish gut compost to the 8x4 beds. Fish guts. I know that building some garden beds, a trellis, and a compost station doesn't exactly qualify this as a full-out conversion, but these are tangible steps towards achieving food security. Megan and I have never owned land because we told ourselves that it was something we couldn't achieve, that it was totally out of our reach. Yeah, sure, that might have been true if we had limited our search parameters to just the city. But just outside of the city is like this oasis of opportunity that we were totally blind to. Perhaps it was the thought of missing our friends, or who knows, maybe it was like an identity attachment. But more likely than not, it was just a last desperate attempt to hold on to the end of our 20s. A phase of our lives defined by freedom and a total lack of responsibility. A time to spread our tentacles out and explore the big, vast world in front of us in search of new opportunities to grow and learn from.
I was thinking like, here.
But sometime in the last year, we both realized that our internal compasses had shifted, and they were pointing outside of the city. When we followed that compass, we realized something. We realized that in the process of settling down, that we'd actually just discovered the most compelling adventure yet. Do something sick. Dang, you did not disappoint. This conversion project is something that's going to be continuing for the foreseeable future, and I plan on making more and more videos about it as I develop my self-reliance skill set. So if that's something that you're interested in tagging along for, then I'd love it if you could watch the next one. Peace.